Hello, how's it going today, lords and ladies? Welcome to the channel. I'm the Godless Gamer, and we are continuing our epic adventure in Shokuho. This is episode 18 of Path of the Samurai. I'll spare you the explanations. If you want to know what we're doing, honestly, just watch episode 17, the first 5 minutes of it. That's when I explain everything, because we're literally just picking up where we left off. Off screen, I did some recruiting, got some more Hatamoto, so I can turn them into the mounted guys, and then I also bought a bunch of horses so we can keep creating the mounted guys. But I'm at full party size, we're in Kyoto. I did switch my wife from governing Hamamatsu, which is my other town down here. I wanted to keep her out of harm's way, but Kyoto has, never gotten attacked, so she is now the governor. We're still waiting for her to get here, but that's her new job. So my wife is governing the capital of Japan. What an honor. So, off-screen, while I was recruiting, the Mori tried to get a peace treaty, but we declined them again as a faction, and I didn't have to use any influence, so it's not like I had to put some weight behind it. Basically, the entire faction wanted this war to keep going, so maybe that bought us maybe another month or so in-game of this war with the Mori, which is actually interesting, because I didn't think this war was going to last as long as it has, because just considering how much we've been kicking their ass. But the Mori have tried to end it, we just refuse to let them end it. The peace treaties that they've offered have not been, magnificent. Not that much tribute, and it's not like we need money anyway. I'm almost a multi-millionaire, so money is not a problem for us, especially considering all of my fiefs. I have, 6 towns or something ridiculous like that. 5 towns, and that's all I own. I don't own any castles. So I'm making plenty of money, almost 10 grand every day. So money is not a problem anymore, and it hasn't been a problem for a long time. And look at this. Look at this. The perfect army to attack right in the beginning. Last episode, we've just been hanging around right here, and we've been coming across armies that are in the process of building, just like this one is. And it's been working out so well. So here's another decent-sized battle that we can get involved in. You know, it would be really cool if we did end up getting a bridge battle, because that battlefield, we fought on it several times. Oh, no. Whatever. Did they come after me? Because I thought I was just moving beside them. I didn't say to attack them. Look at that. Look at our numbers. They have 2-to-1 odds against us, and we still have the balance of power. That's what I want to see. So I didn't talk about my basketball stuff. I'll do that now, just while we're waiting to load into the battle. Any Knicks fans out there, we are having the time of our lives, man. I was suffering a little bit of PTSD after Game 2 because the Knicks just barely scraped a win out of it. They only won it because Wembanyama missed a pretty open shot. So I'm not complaining about it, but the Knicks are up 2-0, 13 straight wins. It sounds ridiculous as a Knicks fan. It's absolutely ridiculous to say, but 13 straight wins, up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, 2 wins away from an NBA championship. They've been busting their ass. So happy to see it. So let's go Knicks. So that's all my basketball talk for the day. We can... Well, we have to skirmish. We definitely do have to skirmish, but this is a perfect battlefield. This is really, really nice. Let's back up some more up to this hill. We just don't want to get into the trees so they block our line of fire. So we'll just do everything, and we'll do as much as we can just with our cavalry, and when the battle develops to the point where the gunners and the infantry are involved, we'll deal with things when they happen. Everybody's where they need to be. Start whittling them down. I didn't check how much cavalry they have. They only have 13 cavalry. The same amount of wins that the Knicks have. So we want the infantry to separate from the ranged. And we want the ranged cavalry to focus on the ranged guys, not so much the infantry. We can handle the infantry. We need them to get thinned out so I can send my cavalry into the range formation without fear of losing any of my melee cav. Alright, their small cavalry formation is attacking my horse archers. That's okay. It's totally fine. Hope everyone's doing well. The weather's getting so nice now. It's absolutely beautiful today. Nice Sunday evening. Yeah, they do have a ton of infantry. That is kind of ridiculous. It looks like a lot. Just visually, looks like a lot. I have been hiring a few more dragoons, you know, the horse cav with the, or the horse cav, I said it again, take a drink. The horse archers, the range guys, I'm slowly phasing out the Hatamoto with bows, and I'm phasing in the gunners. I had to get a few more of those soldiers. Got him. Shot him on the move. I always impress myself when I hit guys on the move. Alright, they're not focusing on my infantry or anything yet. They're just completely focused on my horse archers. So all of their cavalry is basically dead, which is good. I have nobody that I'm creating a companion from in my horse archer regiment, or horse archer formation. So I can afford to, you know, get them killed. I don't want them to die, but if a few of them die, it's totally fine. Doesn't affect us. So their infantry are sticking to their range guys like glue. They're not actually going after my horse archers. They're just teasing them. I don't think we've taken a single loss yet. Oh, we have one wounded. So the Hatamoto horse archers are probably all out of ammunition now, which is why I don't like them over the gunners, because the gunners can last the entire battle. They have a slow rate of fire, but who cares about that? The Hatamoto having a better rate of fire doesn't make them any better. I mean, we've proven that. Battle after battle after battle. Yeah, look at all those range guys. If I send my melee cav into those range units, I'll lose so many of these guys, so I have to time it perfectly. So yeah, it seems like only the gunners have ammunition. The Hatamoto are completely out of ammunition. I wish there was a way that you can, during a battle, like, I would love to just take the Hatamoto out of the range unit and have them become a part of my melee cav. I wish you could do that. If we were in a wooded environment, I'd feel more comfortable sending in my melee cav right now to attack the range guys, because they would have some cover. But that's not the case here, so that's why I'm taking so much time here. There's a method to my madness, everybody. I might make this a longer episode because I fight my battles like this and I take time. Maybe this will be a longer one, because I think we're going to have a lot of long battles in today's episode, which is good. Yeah, they are sticking together like glue. I'm just gonna do one charge. Whoops. I'm just gonna do one charge with my melee cav into their range units. The range units are looking at my archers. I have to cycle charge them manually. I can't let them do it automatically. The problem is I'm getting my horse archers too close to the range units. The best time to engage my melee cav when they're maneuvering around. That was such a muted charge. I have about, like, just under 40 Hatamoto melee calves, so that's all I could manage behind the scenes. The only thing that's keeping me from getting a bunch of them is just finding horses to give them. That's the stopgap. Oops! Did I tell my armies to move? God damn it! Hopefully they're still distracted and they don't come after my army. That's a big mistake, guys. I made a mistake. That's really stupid of me. Please be distracted with my melee cap. Be going after them. Alright, it bought us time. Because now I have to get them back in formation. Now, just judging, looking at all these guys, it's mostly Ashigaru. Just a bunch of Ashigaru in here. Alright, move it, boys. Go. I did it again. Veteran mounted Hatamoto, 40, 49, 50, 51, 4 wounded though, but no dead. That's the... As long as they don't die. Being wounded is not good either, but as long as they don't die, so I don't have to replace them. I've got really good feeling about this. 64, 60, like, wow, look how many kills they're all getting, and they're not losing a lot of men. Oh, two people just died. 3. 82, 85, 86, 88, 89. 104, 3 deaths. 106, 109. Okay, all their archers are gone. Let's get our melee cav ready to hammer an anvil. Not yet. We're not ready. Not yet. Of course, I run into the one tree on the battlefield. Okay, I'm turning off my gunners. Turning off fire at will. Getting them behind the infantry. Now, charge the cavalry. And I'll charge the infantry too. So we get a nice sandwich. I need my infantry to get involved too, because those are the Hatamoto that I upgrade to the mounted guys, so we need some of them to do well. So 128 kills for the Hatamoto, 129. Ouch. Yeah, that's what you get. You run into a tree. There are some people running away. I want to let them get the kills. Alright, so it's 130, 131. How did everybody else do? I got 12. Oh, Hotori Hanzo, you just outdid me. You got 13 now. J-Cab got 4. By the way, J-Cab, I updated your armor. You're like a mix between European and Japanese armor, because that's what you said you wanted. So I just saying that off the cuff, because I just remembered that. Kaminari Deidi got 9. Kibigami Jubei didn't get any. Koshiro Sasuke 2. Llewellyn 2. T-Nex, he didn't get anything. T-Nex, I'm eventually going to give you your own party. That's coming soon. I don't have a need for that yet, because once I give you your own party, T-Nex, I'm just immediately going to have you join my army, just so we can run around with, like, an even bigger army. You know what I mean? But I don't need that yet, because I'm still trying to create my companions. Doing that would make it more difficult, in my opinion. Several of my troops, so the question is, were they the right kind of troops? Three. So we got 5, right? Should have been 5 people. Yeah. Who uses a bow? T-Nex. I will investigate that for you. Nope. Your bow is really good. You came to me with, like, good equipment, T-Nex. Like, good weapons and everything, because you were a Hatamoto. You already had, like, good stuff, so... Yeah, I'll just take the rest of this and be on my way. I always say this, moment of truth. We're still over 200 soldiers in our army. Sakai Mounted Samurai. Unbelievable. I mean, I believe it, because it keeps happening. Movement speed while wielding a ranged weapon? That's good, because I'm using my gun a lot. I never reload my gun and stand still. That's only when I'm on foot, and that's only during siege battles, so... There's more instances where this is relevant over this one. And then this focus point, I'm running out of things to throw focus points into. Charm, I guess? Yeah, some of these perks might be useful eventually. So yeah, throw that into Charm. And then I'll check everybody else. I'm so sorry, Shijimura Danso. I'm trying so hard. Like, am I gonna have to get involved in, like, 4-to-1 battles? Like, battles that I do genuinely risk losing? in order to make this happen. But even in that case, I would just get most of my Hatamoto killed or wounded. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to keep the formation alive during the whole battle. Where are we going? Japan is... I need to reorient here. Alright, we're going to come back down towards Himeji, because we'll probably come across another army that's forming. They seem to be, like, come from inland, and they come this way. So maybe I'll just go down this road. Somebody escaped from my party, whatever. There's no friendly cities or neutral cities in this direction that I could visit in order to sell them. So if they escape, they escape. Alright, I can just stand still and progress time this way. Go away. Go away, fool. They're mine. So maybe 500? I think 500, because the last army we fought was just under 500. Let's aim for that. What's their army composition? We'll get another look at it. They have barely any cavalry, which is the main threat. They just have a ton of crappy infantry, and I'm sure it's mostly Ashigaru, because I'm sure they just whipped this army together really quickly. So yeah, I'm going to wait till 500. Hopefully the day lasts that long. Alright, it's still the afternoon, daylight conditions. 574. I think I could do this. This is... So greater than 2 to 1. Almost 3 to 1? Almost 3 to 1 odds. Not quite 3 to 1. The balance of power is even. Oh yeah, and we're getting help from the garrison. Crap. I just want to see what the garrison is mainly composed of. Ashigaru, 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 Ashigaru. 9 samurai. Tosan trackers, those are Ashigaru. Yari Ashigaru. It's mostly just Ashigaru. So, okay, on the bright side, now I feel more comfortable that we're attacking an army that's a little bit more than what I was going for. Because now the garrison will take them down to a number that's acceptable, and they'll act as a nice distraction for me to deploy my men. So they'll take all the losses, delay the enemy army, give me time to deploy, and then everything should hopefully work out. And of course we're in the woods. There's not a lot more room further back. Okay, let's just get our gunners back here and our infantry back here. Get our archer cavalry over here. Alright, so the garrison men, they're not attacking. They're just chilling with me, I guess. So just not a lot of time to skirmish, which is not great. I'm pre-positioning my cavalry to get behind them. I trust my melee cav to handle their ranged units. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. I need to focus on the infantry now. The melee cav are gonna take some losses, but I just have to grit my teeth and accept the fact that it's gonna happen. I can't keep them all alive. No matter how hard I try, I can't keep them all alive. They have to be in danger in order to get kills, so... Okay, so the garrison soldiers, they did come. They came further ahead in front of the rest of my army. So that's good. They'll get hit first. Their ranged formation's down to 88 men. We still have 32 melee cav. So far so good. Let me get my my guys in a better deployment, or deploy them better. Can't speak. I can never speak. Because they're coming at us at like kind of a weird angle, so I just need to wheel my men around. So they're down to 63 ranged, I'm down to 29 melee cav. And never mind, their infantry formation completely passed over those men over there. They're coming straight from my army, which is absolutely wonderful. Alright, so they're down to 39 ranged. We're down to 26 melee cav. They're down to just under 300 infantry. I've gotten a couple of comments where people have said it's very satisfying to watch the gunners get so many kills. And I agree with you. It's one of the main reasons why I'm keeping them. On top of the fact that they do so well and they get so many kills, but it is very satisfying to watch them absolutely dominate. So now their range formation is completely gone. Oh, well, not completely. They're down to 5 men. My veteran Hatamoto have gotten 108 kills so far. 6 deaths, 5 wounded. Coming at us piecemeal, not in a big condensed formation. All right, they have no more ranged units. So a lot of the red that we're seeing at the top right is the garrison. Let him die. Who cares? I'm gonna turn off my gunners. I don't need them to get any more kills. They've done their job. Leave it to the infantry. Where do you think you're going? Where does he think he's going? Deserters. Cowards. Deserve to die. Nope. Not even gonna take a swing at me or something? Nope. Alright, they're whittled down enough where I can send in my melee cap to finish off the rest of the army, so off you go, boys. So what are we looking at now? 112 kills for the veteran Hatamoto so far. 122, 124, 27. How many of the Sakai? So, do I have any more of those guys? Nope, I don't have any more of them. Oh no, yes I do. I have 5 of them, and they've gotten 31 kills. Alright, horse gunners. Stop shooting. Just let them keep going. There's still men running away that they can kill. So 141 kills. So there you go. Oh, wow. We got a ton of renown in that. A ton of influence, too. I like how I didn't get all of the loot. What? Some of the garrison get some? Why does the garrison get any? Several of my troops. Hey, wait a minute. You know what I just realized? At the end of the last battle, it said several of my men, but only one Sakai mounted soldier was... Alright, it better not be lying to us this time, because it said several. We all saw it with our own eyes. So it better be several. Alright, again, I don't care about the prisoners. Another moment of truth approaches. Alright, so what's the game lying? It better be several soldiers. It better be the right kind of soldiers. There we go. And what? I'm not going to click on him. But watch. The first veteran mounted Hatamoto that we got to get promoted. Ooh, I like his armor. It's like a cool, like, aquamarine kind of color. It's cool. He's going to be too old. He's going to be, like, in his 60s, right? We'll save him for last. 27. I'm sorry if I just hurt your ears. I had to clap. Alright, there we go. After a long, hard work. So yeah, this is the back balloon, I mean. So Kojiro, I'm very tempted to give you one of these. Yeah, I like this aquamarine blue because that's I was born in March, and apparently that's the stone or whatever. My stone is an aquamarine, whereas like people who were born in June, their stone is like a diamond. I wish I was born in a time of year where rubies were my stone. I don't know what time of year that is, but yeah. So yeah, cool. I like, it's a cool color. You're coming to us with, wow, 105 roguery, 275 polearm, 255 two-handed, 175 bow. Now, Shijimura Danzo, you did not want to be mounted, so we're gonna have to take your horse away. Your build is katana / polearm. So, we need to give you a katana because you don't start with one. And you already have the polearm, which is a Yari. It's not a Naginata. Just double checking my list here. Yep, that's everything. So I just have to take your horse away. I can use your horse to hopefully create another, but I don't have to create any more of these soldiers. We don't have to worry about it anymore. So I don't even think I need a melee cap formation because I'm gonna start leaning back into my my dragoons. I want to start building dragoons. So yeah. 202 riding, so what a waste that is, but still good. 127 athletics. Flew many enemy troops. So congratulations, Bimo Backdoria or Shijimura Danzo. You have arrived. The second to last companion that I'm creating, so we only have one more to go. So my last companion is Turnawindu, who is Oni Yamagata, who we're creating from a Ashigaru. So my first order of business is to rename you Your name is not Bunsaburo, it's Shijimura Danzo. So again, welcome, BMO. Happy to have you. A nice young man, 27 years old. Just double checking my spelling. Yes, we are good. Welcome, my friends. 1, 2, 3. My 8th companion. So I'm gonna have to assign all of your skill points. This will take me a minute. I'm probably gonna edit this part out, but I'll see you once I'm almost done. I'm just about to finish your leveling up, Shijimura. I just assigned... I had to go through everything meticulously, even if you're not using... Like, for instance, your bow skill. You're not using bows. You didn't request using a bow, but I still had to painstakingly, like, choose these things, because some of these perks aren't even relevant to actually using bows, but they're still helpful to you. So I still had to make sure I was choosing the right ones. But something I wanted to point out... Look at this, man. You got the final perk for polearm, and you got the final perk for two-handed, so you are set, my friend. Totally worth waiting to make you from a Hatamoto soldier. Oh, I still have a focus point to give you. You have no role that you're serving in my party, but athletics is always a good skill for everybody. No matter what you are, mounted, ranged, infantry, athletics is good for everyone, so throw that into there. And now, since we have one final companion to create, I'm no longer using horses to create these veteran-mounted Hatamoto. I'm going to turn any of these Hatamoto infantry, we're going to start turning them into the better infantry Hatamoto. Just to make our infantry better. And the horses that I have are going to start being used to create these guys, my dragoons. But I need Sakai-mounted samurai. I've been finding them in taverns. That's how I've been finding these guys. Because the Sakai culture is all the way down here in Kyushu. I think that's this island, the island of Kyushu. And it's the Shimazu culture. They're Sakai. So if I want to get their kind of soldiers without having to travel all the way down here, I have to keep checking taverns. And we've been getting really lucky in that respect, so... just saves me from having to travel so damn far just to get certain kinds of soldiers. I'm going to ransom all my prisoners because we don't want this war to end, so we'll get rid of all of our important prisoners. Osaka is typically pretty wealthy, so we should be able to sell all of our stuff here. 73k. Let's buy any horses that we need first. We've got a lot for sale. So now the city's up to 90 grand, and now with 90 grand, it should be able to afford all of my loot, hopefully. Nope, it still couldn't. It still couldn't. I have to sell things manually, so bear with me. Okay, so there's 93 grand. So we're up to 1.86 million. Lucky for us, Kyoto's right around the corner. Sakai is close too. It's interesting that the city is called Sakai, but the culture is called Hinai. The Sakai culture is down here. Or no, it's Saikai. It is spelled differently. S-A-I-K-A-I, not S-A-K-A-I. Whatever. Maybe I've been saying that culture name wrong the whole time. Who cares? I say everything wrong. I'm a dumb American. There's some Portuguese captains, but we don't want those. We do want Ashikaru, though. Because we want to create the heavy infantry Ashikaru. So more horses that we gotta buy, and selling more loot, and then we can get back on the front lines. Only one horse here. Oh my god, this city isn't able to afford it either. I'm having so much fun. I'm so glad that we can take on... I mean, I've proven that I can fight big battles, but they've all been really easy. Like, not even that much of a challenge. Like, we're gonna have to fight, like, 6-1 odds or something like that in order for a challenge. Which is why I've been resisting the urge to create another party so I can bump up the size of my party, because I don't need to. See, guys? 6 Saikai Horse Gunner Samurai, so there we go. That's where I've been getting them from. And those guys are already the gunners. They're already up to a decent... They're already tier 4, so they just need to rank up one more time. So my Dragoons are on the rise. We're getting more and more of them. I'm gonna get... I was gonna say I'm gonna get rid of the Horse Archer Hatamoto, but let's not. Let's not. We'll keep them in the party. There's no point in dropping them. We have plenty of Ashigaru to create our next companion, but now I have to fight battles by getting my infantry involved. It's gonna be a tough for them to outperform the Hatamoto that are in the same formation, though. We're getting a peace offer from the Mori. This will be the third one that I've received. We've said no to them twice. Let's see if we say no to them a third time. See, they're offering to pay us 10 grand, but that's not even that much. If we say no, this will be the third time. Yep, no. This is the third time. I'm abstaining because there's no point in me using any of my influence. So the war continues. Gathering near Himeji. I'm feeling really ballsy about this, as long as they don't have that much cavalry. I'm feeling really good about this, guys. I'm going to attack this army. This is a 3-1. This is pretty much 3-1. Let's get on the bridge so we know that we'll get... Oh, it's not the actual Bridge of Death, but I'm hoping that we get the same kind of battlefield, though. It is in the middle of the day, so we'll have good lighting conditions. The balance of power is finally not in our favor, and this is the leader of the Mori. This is the Daimyo. So it's time to impress you. 3-1 odds. So it's up to my Dragoons to really whittle them down, and it's going to be up to my foot gunners to do a good job at whittling them down. Hopefully we have a decent battlefield. Oh, it's open. Hey guys, I think we're going to be just fine. Shiji Moridan. So, oh, I forgot to take your horse away. Crap, I forgot to take your horse. Alright, I'll have to remember to do that. For now, since you are mounted, you're just going to be in the melee cavalry with me. Or no, with Hattori Hanzo. I do like that we have a hill back here that we can set up on. Or not really a hill, but just an elevated position. That way, we can set up our gunners, and then we can put our infantry in front of them because they'll be able to shoot over them. Right? Actually, never mind. We'll just put them in front. Apologies if you're, like, hearing noises, like thuds and bumping noises. People in my house are being really, really loud right now. I apologize. So, forgive it. I got disoriented. This is not... This is the back of the map. This is the back of the deployment, not this hill. And it's not like I needed the hill. We just really want to keep as much distance from our formations as possible. So I'm just redeploying here. I need my gunners to be able to shoot from a long distance, so I need to get them up a little bit. Because if I set them up back here, they won't be able to engage anybody until they crest this hill, so we want to be on the crest of the hill. So they should be able to shoot and have an open field of fire this way. Good thing I double-checked that. So, here we go. This is mostly about winning. It's not really trying to create a companion, because we need to whittle them down enough to hopefully get the Ashigaru to distinguish themselves, but I don't want these guys to engage their infantry until I'm ready. I'm not going to get a lot of use out of my melee cav, but I just need them to serve as distractions. And I need to not accidentally tell my army, my entire army, to move. Even though we're in range, we want to get closer. Let's keep getting closer. Are they going around the river and they're going to cross the bridge? Why would you do that? Just ford the river here. They're going... It looks like they're going after my melee cav. I need to keep an eye on them. Oh, that's a leader. Just dead in the middle of the river. I thought for sure they would instantly try to attack us. They're not. They're playing defensively. Which is really stupid. I have a feeling this is going to be a long battle, because when they ultimately decide to start attacking, which is what they're going to end up doing, because they're idiots, and this is what the AI does. When it feels like it has a disadvantage, they try to play defensively until they realize that they shouldn't be playing defensively, and they should be YOLOing at me as quickly as possible. They should be doing the opposite of what they're doing. I'm letting my melee cav just kill their melee guys. I need to stay alive for this battle, because I need to be able to give commands. So here they come. So yeah, the Hatamoto horse archers are already out of ammunition. Well, except this guy, he's got an arrow. Oh, and that was his last one. This is a good time for my horse gunner companions to get a lot of kills. Kaminari Deity's got 6. I've got 6. Hattori Hanzo's got 4. Alright, I think they've wised up and they realize that they can't do this forever. There's a bridge crossing, and then I think there's 2 fords. There's 2 different fords. So I think this infantry formation might go across the other ford. Alright, I'm gonna have my melee cav engage with their range guys, because they're maneuvering, they're not firing. So they can get some kills if they want to. This might be a rare occasion where I get through all of my ammunition. I actually use it all. Alright, I'm very tempted to charge my melee into their range, but they just have way too many. We're down to 437 infantry, 436, 435. Yeah, I'll get my melee cav to come up here and distract these range units while I get around. And I go help out my infantry and my other guys. Oh no, they are going across the bridge. Not get stuck on the bridge. Oops. Now, because they're engaging us, instead of they're attacking us long ways, they're not attacking us like they're not matching my formation in you know what I'm trying to say. They're coming at us this way, so I think it'll be better for us than if they were spread out along a line this way. But they're getting close to my gunners. Hopefully my gunners can take a few of them out before they get in range. Alright, they are in range of my foot gunners now. I'll do what I can to thin them out a little bit. I've really gotten used to the fact that I don't have a shield. And me doing what I'm doing right now is delaying them ever so slightly, because they stagger a little bit. They hesitate a little bit when they attack. Oop, I just got hit really hard. My melee cap are getting shot up. It's okay. It's fine. Can't do everything at once. Ooh, alright, I don't think they'll need me. I don't think they'll need me. Look, they have a lot of dudes, but it's just mostly Ashigaru. And we have a lot of Hatamoto. My European gunners might take the most amount of losses. My European gunners are retreating for some weird reason. Not too happy about that. Oh, no, they're just falling back to a better position, I guess. I thought they were retreating. We're trading way better, it's just that it's scary because we have fewer men. Uh-oh. Come on, guys, you can pull through. You can pull through. Alright, the gunners are really helping. They are really helping. But the shitty thing is that I can't give any commands now, because now, if I were still on the field, and if we lost all of our infantry, big deal, I would be able to use these gunners to pretty good effect in order to take out that range formation out there. Alright, hopefully the AI is smart. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. No, I don't want the European gunners to spread out like that. What are you doing? Ooh, alright, they're whittling them down. Look at how well they're trading. Jake, have you just leveled up? Okay, we're good. We're good. It's because their range units didn't attack in a single formation. They just came at us piecemeal. I'm sure they didn't have that much ammunition, so they were effectively infantry at that point because they used so much of their ammo. All right, not my best performance, but we still won a battle where the odds were 3-1. 82 deaths. That's pretty bad. 232 kills for the Portuguese captains. 25 deaths amongst the Hatamoto. The only scary thing is that I'm in enemy territory and I can't get jumped on because I'm in a vulnerable position right now. So I just have to be careful. Several of my troops can be promoted. Well, we know a bunch of them are going to be the captains. Oh my god, I just looked at OBS for the first time here. We are running out of time, guys. Probably got like another 10 minutes. I don't think we're going to be able to squeeze in another battle here, because I need to get back to friendly territory ASAP. I'm going to go back to Kyoto carefully. T-Nex, what'd you get? Polearm? And then JCAV, you just got a focus point. You're already good with guns. You're mounted, so we'll give you riding. That's the skill we need to work on for you. And then I need to take away what's-his-name's horse. What's his name? We need to take away Shijimura Danzo's horse. And then I need to pin that horse if I haven't already. Nope, it's already pinned. Okay. Let's avoid battles. Just get home safely. I mean, that battle, look, I don't think I would change anything. I think they just got a lucky shot and I got downed. Ideally, I don't get downed because I wouldn't have lost as many men, but we still won the battle. That's what's important. And it's a good thing I wasn't trying to create a companion from that, because oh yeah, we did check. Yeah, we just need an Ashigaru. Heavy Ashigaru. But all of my infantry got taken out. Oh my god. Is he gonna be young enough? "30 is just old. It's just old enough. If you were a little bit older than 30, I think it would be too old. But I think you just made the cut. We're going to get two companions in one episode, dude. That's a great way to end it. You know what? We'll just end on creating Oni Yamagata. Promote. Hell yeah. Our final companion. Mission accomplished. So now that we're done creating all my companions... Oh, we're a multimillionaire now. And I'm making 12 grand passively every day now. But now that we have all of our companions, I can start focusing on creating an army with the composition that I want going forward, just to make sure the battles are easier. And we're already kind of there. We just want mostly dragoons, a decent foot gunner formation, and then a lot of infantry. I don't think I'm going to use melee cav. I think the dragoons would serve the purpose of the melee cav. That's my plan right now. That's my current feeling. So my first and only Ashigaru companion. And I'm going to deposit these looters and bandits in the garrison of Kyoto. And then I'm going to end it here, guys. I'm going to end in Kyoto. I'm so sorry, I wasn't looking at the clock. I wasn't looking at OBS, and that just goes to show how much fun I was having. Are there any Sakai Samurai? No. Ransom all of our prisoners. No horses to buy. We'll save some of this gold for the food that we have to inevitably sell. My wife should be governing Kyoto now. It's been enough time. Alright, so there were no horses here. Did I check the tavern? Alright, there's no soldiers here. Oh yeah, I have to deposit these guys in the garrison. Actually, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to go down there and check a couple more taverns for more Sakai mounted samurai. But now that we're in safe territory, we can drop these fools. And I'm also going to get rid of these Ashigaru that I used to create my companion. Oh, we left too many men in the garrison. Alright, let's drop the bandits then. Or drop as many as I can. So my garrison in Kyoto is completely filled. Drop the rest of these idiots, because I don't want them. I'll keep the Ashigaru, but we're going to start phasing them out now. I just have to get back to friendly terror. I have to come back down here in order to start replacing my Hatamoto. We don't want to pin sumpter horses. We want to get rid of them. Okay, no Sakai mounted samurai. I'll look for them off screen. I'll look for them behind the scenes when I'm doing my recruiting, when I come down here to get more Hatamoto. So we do have to replace. So we're down to 140 men in my party, which after the result of that battle, considering how many infantry got like knocked out and how close we were to losing it, it's a good thing we had those European gunners. They saved the day, man. They literally saved my ass. But I do have to do a bunch of recruiting, so I'll do that off screen. So my wife should be governing here. Let's check. Yep, that should speed up the building projects, I think. Depending on what kind of skills she has, she should increase the speed at which these building projects get done. Nope, we don't want any of these guys. Alright, I have a lot of work ahead of me. What's my current party size? 250. And here, how about I rename my companion, but I'm going to do your skills and stuff. I'll do that off screen, because I normally trim that stuff out anyway. So I'm just going to give you your name, Oni Yamagata. Congratulations, Turnawindu. Your companion has been created, and this is my final companion. Unless I'm feeling differently as we continue the series. If I feel like if I get another application and you know the applicant really pleads their case to me and they're they're absolutely begging to get created, maybe I'll consider it. But I'm sticking with my my plan here to not create any more companions, even though I think 10 would be a nice even number. But there we go. That's everyone so far. Hattori Hanzo, Koshiro Sasuke, Kaminari Deity, Kibagami Jibei, J-Cab, Llewellyn, T-Nex, Shijimura Danzo, and Oni Yamagata. So there we go. I'll assign your skills off screen, my friend. And your build is from heavy infantry, and you eventually want to be in my melee cav. You didn't give me a lot of information on what kind of weapons and stuff you want to use, because your build is just... For now, you're just using a Naginata, so I'll most likely give you a Katana, I'll most likely give you a Yari to replace your Naginata, and then I'll get you on a horse, Oni Yamagata. But I'll assign your skills off screen. That is going to do it for today, lords and ladies. Today's episode flew by. Most of the time was spent during, in battles, but that's, the best part. I enjoy the battles so much, so, I had a lot of fun. 2 episodes in one... 2 companions in one episode, which has only ever happened one other time, where we got 2 people in one episode. But we have completed our companions. I had a ton of fun. Welcome. I hope everyone will welcome our new companions. So leave your welcomes down in the comments. Let me know how much you guys enjoyed this one down in the comments. Hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate that. And if you're not already subscribed, I would also appreciate that. So hit that subscribe button. Let's keep growing the channel. We're at 3,020. I got to 3,020 today. Our next big goal is obviously 4,000, but let's make 3,100 our next mini milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Episode 19 will be coming at you soon. Hopefully the Knicks win tomorrow. Maybe I'll be in a good mood and I'll get another one out to you tomorrow, but it depends on how the Knicks do. But I'll see you then. Episode 19 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.